Hey, it's Matt from KarryOn here. You probably haven't heard of me before, but then again, why would you have? I'm not a customer of yours and I haven't been referred to you by anyone that you know. But now come to think of it, I haven't heard of you either, for the very same reasons. So coming up next, we've got 10 great ideas that you can use in your business to help you get more word of mouth and ultimately sell more travel. So the key thing to remember here is that facts tell and stories sell. So firstly, we want to make ourselves useful. Secondly, we want to create authentic, memorable content that gets read. And thirdly, we want to spread the love so that we get, ultimately, more sales. Every great story needs a great headline. Yours should be punchy, no more than 8 words long, and always a cue for people to find out more. Every headline should always solve a problem. Think about the kind of headlines you're attracted by. What will yours say? What useful how-tos can you share with your customers? It could be ways to beat jet lag, what to pack for a cruise, or maybe tips and advice for people who are flying long haul with kids. How are we going to entertain them? They're all useful stories that people will want to share. Celebrate your local travel heroes. Remember Joan, the adventurous 85-year-old who you booked a crazy trip to Bali for last month? Look at what she got up to. Now that's a great story to tell. Or what about your local school, whose basketball tour you organised to Cairns? They ended up winning the grand final. And don't forget Nervous Alan, who'd never flown before at the age of 66 until you booked him a round the world ticket with his wife Jane. A life changer. Who doesn't want to hear that story? Celebrating your customers and their travels shows you care, which means fantastic word of mouth marketing for you. How about using your customers' own travel stories? Following on from the last point, instead of actually using their own personal experiences of the trip that you organised for them. It's really okay to use them, as long as they don't mind of course. They'll love you for it and the fact that you've made them famous in their local community. What expert insights can you share with your customers? Remember, knowledge is power and bragging rights for your customers and their friends. It could be your top destinations to visit or your favourite airlines to fly with kids on. Whatever you write, write like the expert you are. Make sure you always use lots of emotion in your stories. Remember again, facts tell, stories sell. Amazing things happen when people travel, so always try and tap into that raw emotion. Use stories of love, of discovery, of reflection, and of those overall big wow moments that people experience when they go on their travels. We're not selling fridges here, we're selling dreams. A cliche I know, but it's totally true. Always remember that in your storytelling. What great customer service stories can you share? Remember, word of mouth happens much faster when you've already got a proven track record. Remember that trip you booked for the Anderson family where they actually got stranded on their way back from Disneyland? If it wasn't for you, they'd probably still be there. That's a great story that you need to share with people just like the Andersons so that they can have full confidence when they next book their trip with you. Or what about Steve and Alison, who you sent off on their honeymoon to a tropical hideaway in Fiji? Not only did you save money, but you gave them some fantastic recommendations that made sure that they had the most amazing time of their lives. Another great story to tell and another great word of mouth opportunity that will hopefully get you more business. Follow these stories up with the actual testimonials that come with them. Make sure you get a good referral from all of these customers that you're sending on these great trips. That way you can turn them into great stories. Everyone wants certainty when they book a holiday. Real referrals will give people the confidence that you're the right person for the job. Write a review. Reviews are a great way for you to share your expert knowledge and insights. The key is to make sure that your review is really clear on who that it's actually for. We already know that this hotel probably has 2 taps and a comfy bed. What we want to know is who as a customer is the right person to go and stay in this hotel. The last thing the Anderson family need is to end up in the middle of a party zone not getting any sleep. So always target your reviews to make sure that they're for the right customers. And finally, write all about your own experiences and travels. So when telling your stories, always remember to pepper them full of useful information to help your customer have the best experience possible. That way, they'll come back raving about the trip and tell all of their friends and family how amazing it was and the fact that you organised it for them. That's great word of mouth marketing in action. Now that you've got great stories to tell, where are you going to publish them? Well, it could be on your own blog. It could be on someone else's blog. Maybe it's a video on YouTube or Facebook. Perhaps it's a newsletter that you distribute to your local cafe or the hairdressers, an email you send out to your clients, or a read that you do on your local radio station. So here's to creating great stories and getting more sales through word of mouth.